Another BizX talk, one that you particularly found quite useful, and I'm just going to use the words give without take, and then you can explain why you found it useful.
We listened to a guy called Simon Squibb, never heard of him before, and I have to say, the majority of the speakers from BizX I hadn't particularly heard of before, or I'd heard but didn't know much about their work. So, and I really quite like that. But this guy, Simon, he got up onto stage and started speaking, and immediately I found that I'd got the same way of thinking as he had.
Yeah, he was definitely talking to you, wasn't he?
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, I've got a strong belief around giving back and just wanting to help, and it isn't always easy. He talked about a principle of give without take, that these days we do things because we want something back. And actually, when people do things and don't want things back, then often we look at them skeptically and think that there's
the catch?
Yeah, there's an ulterior motive.
Yeah.
But he said, you know, go back in the decades, if somebody's tent had blown down next door to you, you invited them into your tent and said, we'll help you rebuild it in the morning, have a good night's sleep. And think that we've lost that whole sense of community and that whole sense of what it is we do.
Yeah. Who we are as humans, what we should be.
Yeah, so we just, you know, and from a business perspective, you know, I think at times we get emails asking for work experience, and sometimes it feels a little bit like hard work, but we probably need to do it a little bit more and be helping out a little bit more and giving people opportunities that they potentially wouldn't get.
We have been programmed to do things a certain way, and we need to unprogram that. We need to rethink.